Check baby one. Ooh, it sounds good today. It sounds good today, and I am live. My name is Manny Wolf. I am the best-selling author of The Tao of the Unbreakable Man. I am the creator of the Coach's Branding Blueprint program. I am the creator of the 1000 Speakers Academy and the question mark story method of crafting your signature speech. And what I do is I help you, Mr. and Mrs. Coach, to work less, make more, have more impact. And I know that sounds like a lot of what everybody talks about and says, but I'm going to talk to you today and reveal to you a very exciting, brand new level of service that I'm rolling out. And I'm convinced that it's going to show you not only that I do this, but how I do it. First, let's talk about the problems and the challenges. Problem. You get into the online space, you want to be a coach, and you want to do this because you lead with your heart. What do I mean by lead with your heart? What I mean by that is you know that you have something. Now, it could be your excellence at teaching fitness. It could be your mindset coaching ability. It could be your money management skills, your time management skills. It could be helping busy people to avoid overwhelm. It could be, you get the point, it could be whatever it is. And usually, almost always, you got into what you coach now because you made it through. And in making it through, you learned some important lessons. You feel a need and a desire to share those lessons with others. So you get into the space and you see people thriving. You see people killing it. You see people just seemingly, at least, making tons of money, living great lives. They're speaking at events. They're connecting with people. They're kind of living the dream. And so, in earnest and with the best of intentions, you set about to try to create the same thing for yourself. And you run into sort of like one reality check after another. First of all, you probably had to find your way through the maze of people that are shouting at you to run Facebook ads and download this blueprint. And if you just build one more funnel, right? You're just one funnel away. Yeah, you're one funnel away from sticking a gun in your mouth is what you are. What else? What's another popular one? If you just do this is what's working right now. This one quick trick, this one weird hack will get you XYZ, blah, 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 whatever it is, right? At some point, you realize this shit ain't working. You thought you were getting in here to serve people, to help people, to guide people, to be a part of meaningful transformation for people. And instead, you are scrambling like the proverbial headless chicken. You are not, in fact, spending most of your time in service of other people. You have come face to face with the very, very disconcerting truth that it doesn't matter how good you are. What matters is your ability to get yourself out in front of people, marketing, and do it in a way that positions you as the expert you are, branding. These things, this is a bitter pill for many of us. These things are more important than how good you are. I hate to say that. And I know that, energetically it's not true. And I know that it shouldn't be true. And I know that it sucks. But if you want to serve more than a couple of people at a time, if you want to really make the impact that I am certain is the reason you're here. I shouldn't say impact. I should say if you want to create for yourself the freedom and the flexibility while making the impact, if you want to be able to provide, if you want to have that experience of thriving in your life as a result of trying to live your mission of serving people, you're going to have to do one of two things. The first thing is you need to get good at branding and marketing. The second thing is, excuse me, you can now, here's the big reveal. I hope you're ready for this. You can talk to me and my team, and if you're a fit, you can have us handle all that shit for you. So let me ask you this. What would it feel like if you flipped that ratio around and you were now spending the bulk of your time where you are in your zone of genius? What would it feel like if we were behind the scenes managing your content, distributing your content, coaching you on an organic marketing system that has brought in almost like over $750,000 in new client business in under 6 months? What if we were teaching you that same system and all you had to do was adhere each day to a schedule, a game plan that only took a little bit of time? I mean, we're talking literally 1 to 2 hours a day. You could let go of all the other chaotic stuff that you are trying to cobble together into a cohesive marketing system, into a cohesive brand strategy, and you could let us handle it for you. What if we were in the background applying on your behalf to 50 speaking opportunities every month while we were helping you raise your profile, so that when the people who make the decisions about who to hire for these speaking engagements see you as the pro, they see you as the expert? What if we put all that in place for you? We're talking content distribution, help with content creation. We're talking organic marketing and lead gen so that you can get new clients. We even help you with those sales conversations. And what if, in addition to that, we were promoting you and marketing you as a speaker, because that's a huge piece of the authority puzzle, at the rate of 50 gigs each month. Find them and apply to them for you. What if we did all that in the background as one service? How would that be? Would that change it for you a little bit? Do you think that your life might feel a little different if you were spending 60 or 70% of your time enrolling and serving clients at a high level versus spending 60 or 70% of your time running all over social media and doing all kinds of stuff just to get a couple of enrollments, just to get a few sales calls? How would that be different for you? I want you to really think about that, because this is what I've been working up to all along. This is my declaration. This is me pulling no punches. Come 2020, myself and my partner will put a minimum. We're going to take a minimum of 100 coaches who are ready, and we are going to absolutely just obliterate their old concept of what was possible. We're going to help them. Between 100 of them, we're going to help them each to get well past the 6-figure mark. That's going to be over and done. So your new goal, your new benchmark, what looks exciting to you is going to explode from, ooh, wouldn't it be great to make 6 figures, to, ooh, wouldn't it be great to make 7? Ooh, wouldn't it be great to make multiple 6 figures? You know, maybe you make 100,000 a year now. What would it be like to make 500,000? What would it be like to make $1 million? We're going to guide you through all of this and help you and support you, do your marketing for you, show you the organic strategies that have been killing it. Why? Because they follow the timeless principles of direct response. They follow the timeless principles of attraction-based marketing. They don't have quick fixes and new hacks and new tips. They don't involve cold pitching people. For instance, just so you know, they don't involve any of that cold pitch nonsense that you and I both hate so much. You get to the point where you're afraid to check your messenger because there's so many cold pitches in there. You don't do that stuff. No, you show up as the rock star that you should be. You attract people to you by the power of your message and your personality and your service, and you enroll people who are ready. And this has been changing the game. It's been changing, absolutely changing the entire reality for the students that have been doing it so far. They have a whole new level of what they consider possible because of this. And we want to roll this out. We want to give you this opportunity. Now, will everyone who says yes and raises their hand get in on this? Absolutely not. I told you I wasn't pulling any punches. I told you I was coming, and you have to be ready. You've got to be ready for this. This is not just a program or a course where I can sign up anyone who wants and not worry if you decide not to do the work or you don't get the results, right? In fact, we're only taking 20 people to start with, and we are going to labor diligently to make sure that you each get the results, each one of you. So if you want to position yourself in the market position that you know you should be in, if you want to have an organic strategy, have your content distributed for you across 2 channels, you pick them. I would suggest Facebook and one other, probably YouTube. Facebook is short run, YouTube is long run, but it's up to you. If you want to have a team optimizing those channels for you, so if you want your content not only distributed, but optimized, if you want us hunting relentlessly for speaking opportunities for you. Hey, Michael, long time, brother. If you want me to teach you the branding strategies and the organic client attraction strategies that are responsible for over $750,000 in new client business, wait for it, in under 6 months. If you want all this in one package, one bow on top, one badass opportunity to really, really take all of the baggage, or at least as much as is actually possible, off of you so that you can just rock out with what you do, this is the opportunity for you. You will have to fill out an application. You will have to be interviewed. Of course, there's an investment for this. But let me tell you something. The investment for this program will be less than 1/10 of what you make, and that's a guarantee. Let me caveat that guarantee because I want to be clear here. You show up, you play full out. We all know what that means. You do the work, and we guarantee that you will at least 10x the investment. And right now, you can apply to be a founding member. Right now, the first 20 people can apply to be, or can be at the founding member investment, which is obviously lower than moving through the next 20 and the next 20 and the next 20. But we are going to bend over backwards to assure your success. The only thing we can't do is want it more than you do. Guess what else? We actually have funding assistance. You may think of this as like what would you call it? I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, let's say that this was a fit for you and you really wanted it. Let's say that the only thing holding you back was you couldn't come up with the investment all at once. I have partnered with a third-party service that specializes in helping entrepreneurs to fund coaching programs and services. So we've got that for you. Now, obviously, there are some criteria you'd have to meet, but I anticipate that this will remove a huge stumbling block for a lot of really, really potent, potentially life-changing and game-changing coaches who otherwise might not be able to get our help. So let's talk about what we've got. Let's recap this. Here's what we got for you. We've got a service that we're going to only let 20 people in at the founding member investment. We will handle distribution and optimization of your social media for you across 2 channels. We will teach you the organic marketing strategies that obviously cost you nothing, that are landing clients for my students now like crazy. In fact, I just spoke to Jay Rainey yesterday, and he told me that since joining the program, he's enrolled 18 new students. 18 new students. Think about that. What would 18 new clients or students do for you? And he did this since November. Since the end of October. He did this since right before Halloween. From then till now, 18 new clients for him. I want you to think about that. My student, Jackie Gold, went from never being able to fill her one-on-one roster to having 10 group coaching programs full plus her one-on-one roster. She has employees now because that's how busy she is. Think about that. 10 full group coaching programs plus her one-on-one roster. She's now thinking in terms of scaling, becoming the brand, training the people to do the coaching for her so that she can get out and, wait for it, do the speaking and the TV interviews that she's getting invited to now. This is what I want for you. This is the goal. This is what I think every coach deserves. Assuming that never mind that. Look, I've been in the space a while. I've seen the struggles. I've been through the struggles. And it's taken me about 3 years to really put all this together. But I now have a business that can absolutely help you to transform. And we are coming guns blazing for the coaching industry. Like 2020 is going to be, we're going to be setting a whole new standard. And if you want to be part of this, I invite you now to reach out to me. Raise your hand and I'll get in a conversation with you. This will not be for everyone, especially not the first 20 founders level. You're going to have to fill out an application. You're going to have to, you're going to have to pass muster. But if you do, I guarantee your success. I guarantee it. I guarantee that if you show up and you do the work, we will take you out of having to worry about your next client and out of having to run around and chase around and spend all of your time doing things you don't want to do. And we will put you into flexibility, freedom, impact, and income higher than you have ever achieved before. That's the guarantee. I get so excited thinking about it. I honestly do. So, hey, Amy, good to see you. Danielle, other Amy. Who do we have here? Michael Doyle, Lige, Amanda, John, Joe, Ben. Guys, many of you know something, a little bit about me and what I do, but I'm telling you, this is a whole new thing. This is a whole new level of service, and it is designed to solve the biggest problems that we have as coaches when we get to the point where we're trying to grow. Right? This is not necessarily for the coach who hasn't done anything yet. Maybe if you pass the interview, if I feel good about it. But this is for the coach who has figured out how to get some clients, but is burned out and spends most of your time on the stuff that isn't service-based. We want to take that off of your plate for you. We want to take that whole 80% of your time that you're spending on marketing and guesswork and all of these things, and we want to take it and do it for you. We want to handle it so that all you do is attract clients, enroll clients, and serve clients. We'll even help you scale once you get to that point that you're full. We have partnered with a highly specialized funding company. Amanda, I cannot wait to get started with you. We have partnered with a highly specialized funding company who serves people who want to, it serves online entrepreneurs. It's crazy awesome. So for many of you, not being able to make the investment won't even be an issue. Guys, I don't know what else to say here. This should be such a no-brainer. So raise your hand if you want to get in on this. Raise your hand if you want to have the conversation, if you're ready to be one of our absolute monster rock star first 20 founding members. Think about it this way. If you got the funding, if you were eligible for the funding, you'd be making money before you ever made your first payment. Think about that. You wouldn't even make your first payment for 30, 35 days. And if you follow the program, you'd already be making money. So I don't know what else to say. This should be self-evident to you. The only question There really is. And this is why this is not for everyone, is do you trust me to get the results I say I'm going to get? And quite frankly, if you're not there yet, if you're sort of on the fence, that's fine. I'm not going to sell you on this. I'm not going to apply any closing conversation strategies on you. This is for people who know. This is for people who are ready. This is for people who have been waiting for this service and for me to offer it. And you know that I'm going to do everything, that I will sweat bullets to make this work for you. So if that's you, raise your hand and reach out and let's talk. And if it's not, that's cool. Keep following me, keep staying in my world, keep watching what I do. And then you can come in at the second round when the investment is higher. I'm just kidding. The investment will be higher. I'm not kidding about that, but I'm kidding about being cheeky. So look, guys, there it is. Who wants in? We are enrolling now until December 31st to get you the founders level, to get you in as the first 20 now until December 31st. So we're going to find and apply to speaking gigs for you. We're going to optimize your social media, distribute your social media, give you organic marketing strategies, and position you so that by the end of Q1 2020, you're going to be an obvious influencer. It's going to be no question that people should work with you, hire you to speak, try to JV with you. All of these things that the big boys and the big girls do. We're going to be moving you into that space. So raise your hand if you're ready to stop making any excuses whatsoever, get to work and start to feel those sweet, sweet results. Because I'll tell you, they feel good. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.